hard to be in Christchurch and not feel the emotion, feel the real grief and pain that is here. There are so many beautiful things going on. Some of them you can see behind me, the signs, the flowers. There are gatherings of people coming together to sing and to cry and to hug and hold hands.
My husband, he was like a really nice man.
What do you think inspired him to become a hero on Friday?
I know that he was a very brave man, very helpful, very loving. So love can make you do that.
This is a tragedy that was almost inevitable, right? We've known for a long time what White Island is. It's an active volcano.
When you just notice that huge smoke coming very quickly and going up and around, it was coming and getting massive so fast.
Welcome to the project. This office used to have 30 people working in it.
Like everyone else, we've had to change everything. Our morning meeting has gone from this to this.
Kia ora tātou, calling to order the project morning meeting.
That night I just went downhill really quickly, couldn't breathe, stuck in bed, fevers, like pools of sweat in the bed with me. And then Friday morning I was in hospital, and then the next day I was in ICU.
And can I ask, are you immunocompromised?
No.
Particularly unfit?
No, I ran 20k the night before I started this body ache.
While the family of Grace Mullane mourns, it feels like we're mourning with them. Today, Kiwis were out all around Auckland honouring her and looking for ways to voice what feels like national sorrow.
Firstly, I'm a mother, and this could be anybody's child that's going through this. And a young woman should be able to go anywhere without the threat of violence.
We have just arrived in Butcher, and honestly, what do you even say? What do you actually say about that? That's just rows and rows of destroyed homes.
As is happening right around Auckland, we sprung a leak, and so you're looking at us now standing in a corner of our beautiful studio. The desk has been removed. Our audience has somehow managed to make it, and we are bringing the show to you from a really unusual position as we have become part of this major weather event.
I got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, bowel cancer or colorectal.
What is the fear? Is it the fear of not being here, the fear of pain?
It's the fear of not being here for other people.
Children getting separated on the border at Mexico. If you've been separated from your child for a few seconds, you'll know what that feels like for you. And for the child, New Zealand government, say something. Someone's got to say something, because if you don't say anything, you normalise it, and this isn't normal. It's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible thing. So two emotions watching that. One is, I actually am quite embarrassed about crying on national TV. I do think men should be able to cry. No, men should be able to cry, not live on TV. The other thing is pride. I'm so proud over the last 7 years to have had the privilege of bringing those stories to you. How wild was lockdown? Remember, we used to start the show and you would just read out the names of places that people had been with COVID. You'd be like, Pack and Save Avondale.
And we could only have, the advantage was we could only have 3 of us at the desk, so we wouldn't have had Chris here. So
yeah.
There were upsides.
Don't worry, I was locked in my house, felting away, losing my mind.
And looking back at some of those stories, like, it reminds me of these incredible people that have opened the door when we've knocked on it and gone, hey, we're from the project, will you talk to us and talk about the hardest thing that's ever happened to you in your entire life? I know that, like Umbreen from Christchurch, I know that she and her family are doing really well. Alina, who they were right there when the victims of Whakaari White Island they went back in a boat. They've got a baby and they've got married, and so it's just like meeting all these amazing people and following their successes as well as their hard times has been a real privilege.
And I'd like to say that we have a time issue on the project. We had to compress some of those things into a small 3-minute segments put together by dozens of amazingly talented people that you don't see, that make all of those things we play look amazing and sound amazing and make sense.